What's up, everybody? It is DK Bones here with, I guess, the bad news for Disney Star Wars. Mandalorian Grogu fault, like, basically, it did bomb. It bombed this weekend. It fell behind two indie movies in third place, and this is unheard of in Star Wars. Even the Han Solo story, Solo movie didn't do this bad. But this article by Matt McGloin, I agree with about 80% of what he's saying about the state of Star Wars, bringing Luke back, but not who they want to play Luke. Let's get into this article. Variety has confirmed what I just said, already cleared for the weekend. Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu collapsed at the box office. The film earned only $6.5 million on the second Friday, a 70% drop from opening day. That's unheard of for a Star Wars movie. Rival Studios estimate now have the movie heading toward a $25 million second weekend, down from early projections of $40 million, which is $40 million is not good for a Star Wars movie, but only $25 million, that's horrendous. For a theatrical Star Wars release built around Disney, mostly consists of a modern Star Wars property. It's a complete disaster. And then if you read the article on Variety on X, it's just basically saying the same thing. Franchise is in the worst shape. Randall and Grogu were the rare Disney Star Wars duo that fans actually embrace until season 3. They should have just, after season 2, when Grogu was taken by Luke, they should have kept the bounty hunting. That's what people were interested in. Mando going on his bounty hunts, doing adventures and stuff like that. Not with Grogu. Grogu was cute in the first season, second season so, but they basically shit the bed, pardon my French. If the movie can't hold the franchise in worse shape than even skeptics thought. I covered the collapse in my previous report. Yeah, he did. Mando Grogu was losing to low budget horror movies. Variety has now confirmed the hard numbers from trades. The question now is Disney. What does Disney do about it? Obviously, to stop avoiding Skywalker, and this has been said through many platforms. If you follow the DEA, I'll drop his link in my description. He is a big Star Wars fan, and he can give better details on Star Wars than I can. I have a couple friends that are big Star Wars fans that read the books after Return of the Jedi, which they mention in here, some of the books following Luke's adventures after Return of the Jedi. Disney still has a Skywalker problem when Disney bought the property in 2012, which seems like yesterday to me. Fans expected one thing above all else. They wanted to see what happened to Luke Skywalker after Return of the Jedi, and basically they shit the bed on that. The whole expanded universe has already spent decades building a story. Luke rebuilt the Jedi Order. This is on the books, which is all Disney had to do was follow these books, and they had money in their hands. He faced new threats. He became the Jedi Master fans always expected him to become. He married Mara Jade. He had a family. He became the heart of the post-Return of the Jedi era. And Disney threw it all out. The Force Awakens turned Luke into a mystery box. The Last Jedi turned him into a broken hermit who threw away his lightsaber, considered killing his nephew, and died alone after projecting himself across the galaxy. Fans never forgave that, and they didn't forget. Nope, they didn't. The damage the Last Jedi did to Luke Skywalker is a big reason Disney Star Wars has struggled to win back the audience. Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy's decision to deconstruct the most beloved character in the franchise instead of telling a story fans had waited since 1983. They broke the trust of the fan base, and that's why Star Wars is dying. Star Wars is dying because of Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy. They want to do this DI bull crap, and Star Wars is gone. Disney later got a reminder of the fans actually wanted when Star Wars returned and Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. His appearance with Grogu became one of the biggest moments of Star Wars plus Disney Plus Star Wars era. Yeah, that the scene at the end of season 2 was awesome, and they should have read the fans and went with it. Fans wanted more. Disney still hasn't given it to them. And instead, they wanted to focus around DEI, female-driven stuff. Kathleen Kennedy's strategy failed. Kathleen Lucasfilm spent years pushing new diverse characters while pushing the original trilogy heroes to the side. Han Solo was killed, Luke was broken, Leia flies into space. There was never a reunion fans wanted, and the new characters were supposed to carry Star Wars forward. It didn't happen, and it won't happen. Rey's trilogy ended with creating a strong successor franchise. Finn was wasted. Poe never became a major draw. Like, all these characters, they don't want them back. And they don't even want them back in the parks. The Acolyte met with laughter and canceled after one season. The Mandalorian and Grogu built around characters fans actually liked for 2 seasons at least, and bombing at the box office. Whatever the reason, Lucasfilm avoided a real Luke Skywalker project. The strategy didn't work. This generation of Star Wars fans who would have showed up tomorrow for a movie or a Disney Plus series about Luke after the return tried they are asking for years, Disney just refuses to pull the trigger. And I don't know how they're going to bring people back, even with the Starfighter movie they got coming out next year. But these are the books that they should have followed through: Jedi Search, Dark Apprentice, and Champions of the Force. They would have been fine if they would just follow these books. You don't have to follow them to a T, but fans would have gave you their money. They would have just give you their money, no matter how much ticket prices are right now. The source material is already there. The most frustrating part of Disney doesn't need to invent the story from scratch. The whole expanded universe, now called Legends, already gave Lucasfilm decades of material to pull from. Timothy Zahn's Thrawn trilogy gave Luke a major Return of the Jedi arc. The Jedi Academy novel showed him rebuilding the Jedi Order. The new Jedi Order series put Luke at the center of the massive galaxy worldwide conflict. Mary Jane remains one of the most popular characters Disney never used properly. Yes, it's pretty sad. Keep going. Disney already mined Legends for characters and ideas. Thrawn is back. Heir to the Empire has been referenced. Ahsoka has been pulled from the material, so why not Luke? The material is sitting there. The fans are interested there. The franchise needs a win, and that's all they have to do is bring Luke back. This part of the article I don't agree with. Some may disagree with me. They want Sebastian Stan as the younger Luke Skywalker. I think we need to find a no name and just build from there. Fans have been pushing for the idea for years that Stan looks like Mark Hamill. The fan art has been all over social media, but it's just a fan casting meme. Jon Favreau was asked about Sebastian Stan playing Luke during the Mandalorian and Grogu press tour, and he didn't shoot it down. In his quote, I mean, he looks like him, doesn't he? Favreau said. I know fans have been asking for, they've been suggesting and showing fan art of Sebastian Stan, fan art as Luke. He's a great actor. Certainly he's done great work in MCU as well, but think it's really interesting idea. I don't think they'll do it though. You can read, I'm going to attach everything in there. Disney should what should they do next? They should green like a Luke Skywalker project. I think they need to wait, honestly, because the damage that Mando Grogu is going to do to the franchise and the damage they already did is not good for Disney. But they need to do something with Luke if they're going to do anything. But I don't expect them. If they try to do something in the next couple of years, it's not going to make money, but it probably will draw interest to real Star Wars fans compared to these phonies that they're trying to relate to and get to watch. And obviously, it's not working. They're not making movies as quote as some of the big Star Wars fans. They're not making it for the Star Wars fans. They're making it for each other, and basically they're destroying the IPs that were not given to them, but they bought, and they're not respecting what the fans want. Anyway, it's just your boy DK Bones. Hit that like button, comment, let me know what you think, sub up, share, and I will talk to you guys later.